Hello, and welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you think might like this video. Okay, so we're back. I've made all the paper cuts, and then I thought I might like to have a paper cut for the front cover. So I made another one. And I was trying to think, what would I like to put in this zine along with the paper cuts. And I've been wanting to write for, years and decades, but recently writing is sort of coming back into my life, and I was thinking that I could do some writing for, that's really nice, isn't it? Some writing for a zine, like a lot of different zines, put little bits of writing in, and I was trying to sort of get going on that and decided that I would start out with some affirmations. And I was thinking about, so what makes a good affirmation? And for me, what makes a good affirmation is an affirmation that makes me want to scream or hit something. It gets me all agitated inside and freaks me out. So that means that there's something inside of me that's clearly been telling me the opposite thing for a long time. So one of the ones that makes me really want to pound and break something is I am good. I am beautiful. I am kind. I am beloved. I love my body. I saw a version of that on a Sark, S-A-R-K, Instagram, and it was just beautiful. It made me sort of teary. So, yeah. I have enough. I am enough. I am strong, and I am magic. I actually love the I am magic one. I want that to be so true, and at the same time, I absolutely know that it is true because I'm alive right now, and I was told I was going to die about 6 years ago, and that didn't happen like that. And I thought a good title would be, Oh, for Crying Out Loud. So I typed them up, and I thought we'd just spend some time, and I could glue and cut things out, and you could talk about affirmations that make you want to freak out. So I'm just guessing that a person would want to freak out only if it's going to be for that. Only if a person was taught. Can you see me? A person was taught that the opposite was true in his or her life. And so you think you're wandering around doing the right thing, and somebody says, oh, you're a really good person, or oh, you are so strong, or oh, you're really beautiful. And you think, what the hell? Why are you lying to me? Because thinking those things about ourselves has kind of organized our lives in a way that makes sense to us. It's all very sad. Oh, and people say, oh, why do you think that about yourself? But you're really strong. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have done what you did. Yes, but I don't know how I did those things that make me perceivable as strong. There we go. Actually, I do know how I did those things. I did them for somebody else, not for me. So now that I live in a house without roommates or husband or children or whoever might live in a house with me, there's nobody to do for except I just bashed the camera. I'm so sorry. Are we still seeing me? Yes, we are. So yeah, it's all for me now. And I have this sort of, structure in my head, or in my subconscious, really, that says, don't be strong, don't be a bully, don't be a freak, don't be a biatch. Nobody wants to hear that stuff from you. Don't be overbearing. All of that. Except, you know what? If you're not overbearing in this life, you don't get what you want and what you need. And there's this saying, I guess it's in lots of places. I first heard it, well, anyway, it's lots of places. It's let go and let God. And I was in a pickle at one point in my life. And I thought, well, throw God out the window. This isn't up to God. This is about me. And there's a situation here, and I need to figure this situation out. And this isn't about me being mild-mannered and, I don't know, waiting for some guy on a golden throne to decide what. So I just thought, the argument could be made. Maybe God isn't about being a guy sitting on a golden throne. But that's certainly who I was raised to think. That God was some guy. First of all, he was a guy. And second of all, he was somebody other than me and outside of me. And he was going to tell me what to do. And I was at this stage in my life where I thought, you know what? I've been paying attention to what everybody else wants me to do for a really long time. And now look at where I am. Oh, my word. So I thought I'm sort of done listening to people outside me saying, this is what you should do. So I thought, let's throw God out the window and let's just listen to me. And I'm sick and tired of being told to be a good girl and go be meek and mild somewhere in a corner. So I'm not going to do that. And as it turned out, me making all the choices got a whole bunch of stuff done. And I really was strong. I remember there was a school issue for my kids, and I had called up some other moms in the class, to kind of get support and get, I don't know, somebody to help me make my decisions. And I thought, I don't know what's going on in this classroom. People, I don't think, are telling me the truth. I don't really care anymore. I think I need to pull my kid out of class. And it was really scary. Like, how do you decide to bring your kid home to homeschool them? And I felt like I needed support. I needed somebody else to tell me what to do. And I sat there with the phone in my hand thinking, who do I call next? How do I figure this out? How do I decide what I'm going to do? And I thought, I'm just going to do the thing that I know that I need to do, which is to bring my kid home. So we did that. And that was the right decision. And about a year later, there were some more decisions to make. And by that time, I was like, well, my kid got healed because I did the thing that I thought was right. And yeah, so I am strong. So I know these things about me. So I am strong is just something I sort of fight with because it's still this old piece of information in the back of my mind. Somebody else knows all the answers and somebody else has the right way of doing stuff. Rather than saying, why are you telling me that I'm not correct? Why on earth are you telling me I'm not correct? Of course I'm correct. It's my life. I can see it better than you can. This one, I just love this one. I'm going to put it on the inside. I keep thinking, it's so beautiful, I want to put it on the outside, but I'm going to put it on the inside. It's pretty delicate, the little cuts, and if I put it on the outside, I might have to really work pretty hard on, covering it with something. Maybe putting Mod Podge or something like that on the paper cut. Sorry, I was leaving you folks in the shadow. I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, affirmations, well, in my experience anyway, the best affirmations are the ones, not that I feel sort of like, oh yeah, I guess I could say that, but the ones that make me think, oh my word, this is like astounding. How could I possibly say that about myself? So the thing is with affirmations, and that's why I'm loving putting these in a book, is it's just great. I'm going to put this right in the middle. Actually, if I put this here, it's the back cover. Okay. Well, we are sort of learning what's underneath and what's behind and what's being covered up. Oh no, this is the front cover and the back cover. Front cover, back cover. Actually, they're not really back cover. It's just like first page, last page. Okay. So just in case you're new to my channel, this is an art glitter glue bottle, but the glue that's inside of it is just Elmer's regular white glue. And for years, I used to make a little puddle of white glue, and then I would take a toothpick and put little dots of glue on my paper cuts. See, the thing is, this is origami paper and it's really thin, and if you put too much glue on it, it gets soggy and kind of wrinkles the paper. That's a bad thing. So this tiny little nozzle on the, where are we? On this bottle makes it so that I'm not putting too much glue on the paper cut. And this paper, by the way, is parchment paper, unbleached parchment paper. And I use this because even if glue gets on this page, it's not very absorbent. And it doesn't stick to the paper, and I don't get too much glue on my hands, so the excess glue doesn't stick to my fingers, doesn't stick to the paper. Yeah, it's really great. Parchment paper has, I don't know, some manner of silicone or something on it. Yeah, so for me, the thing is, affirmations are the sort of kind of opposite of the stuff that I hear in my head. And if you don't know how to tell what your unconscious is rolling around, why we think so badly of ourselves, it's because we heard it 5 million times growing up. And then it becomes sort of a part of ourselves. So the way to start thinking something new is to think and think and think and rethink some new piece of information. Oh, this is a really pretty one. I like that. It's just so, yeah, chrysanthemum or something. So, oh, by the way, in the last video, I told you that if you glued the back, you could turn some of these pages into pockets and you could make little cards for them, for the pockets. Here's the back page. So this is the structure that this gold paper is going to be. So think I was thinking about "Oh, for crying out loud" as something to use on the front cover. Or I could just use, you know, so I think I'm going to glue these on, you know, somewhere on, and then I might take, and I'll have to do this with a permanent ink pen, like a Pitt pen or something. Because this cardstock is kind of shiny. You know what? I have a... This is a Sharpie pen. I think it's supposed to be permanent ink. Yeah, that's taking... I don't know what you're seeing. It's actually not taking the... It's not very dark. I don't know. I will have to practice and test out a bunch of pens and figure out how to... I want to put... Oh, this is upside down. For heaven's sakes. So that's a mess, but I can just put this right back. Where this was, and I should be able to, I hope. If I mess this up, I can go print this out again later after the video. So when you're making a zine, this side is upright on this side, and then this side you have to turn the page around and that becomes upright. So you just have to you know what? I'm going to put I Am Beautiful right there. I am kind. Yep, there is a message running around in my head telling me that I am a wretched human who hurts other people, and sort of beyond like the normal amount of, I mean, we all bump into each other our whole lives. So I'm not talking that kind of hurting other people. I think we just, yeah. There's stuff we don't know until we know it, and we sort of have to go through the crunchy situation to figure out that what we thought was okay behavior actually isn't okay behavior. So we don't know until we know, or we get taught, we see our family, teachers, we see other people having behaviors that then we grow up and we go out in the world and we think, oh, those kinds of behaviors are not okay with me. That seems mean. So we make decisions as adults to not do something that we were taught in school or taught in church or taught at home or wherever. I think what I'm going to do, kind of pondering as I go here. So I'm going to use I Am Magic on the cover. And I'm not going to use Oh for Crying Out Loud. Maybe I could use that on the back cover or something. I am strong. Okay, so here's the rest of how we make the zine. So I told you this in the last video that I like to make a zine with a separate front and back cover. So I do this T-cut. Most people make zines with this cut right here. But I like to also add that cut. So that's the first and second page. Let me flip this under. And got the third and fourth page. Fifth and sixth pages. Flip this underneath. And the seventh and the eighth pages. And then I'll add something else to the front and back covers. So I'll go cut another piece of paper and make some paper cuts. Oh, you know what I could do is I'll make paper cuts that are small enough so I can use them like diamonds. And then I can use I Am Magic, but I might pump that up, make retype it and print it so that it's a bigger font, so it says I Am Magic right across the front. And I could also do by Robinsunne. There's that too. And the other thing that I will do when I